Well, having played one Ashes series in 2002 or 3, I certainly wouldn't have wanted to play another 2 or 3 months after. In 2005 was exactly the same. I wouldn't have wanted to play that side again 2 or 3 months. So I don't know really what the players are going through. In terms of me and you now in the commentary, I can't wait. I can't wait. You want to commentate on the best series, the big moments, and I can't wait to get down to Australia. But in a playing perspective, I would say that they're pretty drained. They have to be, the players. It's been a Champions Trophy, tough period for the teams there. England got to the final, then the Ashes series. Australia go to India after the Ashes series, then they're back home. I'd say that the players are pretty tired, but the fans, because of, I guess, the Stuart Broad incident. I think Darren Lehmann calling him a cheat. Those kind of moments which always get highlighted that little bit more because it's an Ashes series. Shane Warne coming out and being critical of Alistair Cook. I think as a commentator and as an England fan and an Australian supporter, I can't wait for it to start.
Yeah, I think we said right at the start of the English summer that this was going to be a real marathon. 10 Test matches. It's going to be a physical marathon and a mental one. And I think that you've kind of touched on it there. That kind of unbelievable, relentless kind of pressure that the players are going to be under for such a long period of time. It's going to be interesting to see how the players deal with that. I think what's gone on before plays very little role right now in terms of what England did. I think Australia will be incredibly motivated to overcome the loss in England. I think England will feel that they didn't play their best. Both sides are going to be really motivated. I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think there are some battles that did start being drawn out in the English summer. I think Harris against Trott, for instance. I think Harris got under a lot of the players' skins. Harris against Root as well. As well as I do, Vaughanie, that it's not nice as a batsman when you start feeling like this bowler's got something on me right
here. And also,
here.
Johnson arrived in the one-day series. I know it's a white ball, it's different, but I just felt whether the England players like Trott and Peterson were tired, I'm not too sure, but I just felt like he had the wool over their eyes. I just felt that you saw in the body language that, wait a minute, we're facing a ball that we don't really like here. He's bowling 92 clicks. He's getting it coming back into the chest, into the ribs. Should I go forward? Should I go back? He got him caught on the crease. Should they go over? Should they stay to the leg side? And you just felt for that one-day series that, and I wouldn't have liked to face that kind of pace. And he goes to India and does it again. If he bowls to that kind of fashion and gets that ball coming back into the right-handers, with Ryan Harris, who I feel he could win the Ashes for Australia. If he stays fit for 4 of the 5 Test matches. If you look at his career against England, he played in Perth, where they beat you in 10-11. Then he got injured in Melbourne. He came back for the game here at Lord's, the second game, and then he bowled pretty well, but England hammered him. Australia didn't arrive. If you look at the last 3 Test matches where he bowled beautifully, Australia probably would have won it. The rain had to come at Old Trafford. Durham, he bowled well. Stuart Broad's spell was the difference. And at the Oval, with rain and the bad light, it gave England a chance of winning. But up until that point, Ryan Harris had really given Australia a chance to win that Test match. So if he stays fit, which is the big question, I really do think for the first kind of time in a few series, I'm looking going, he can win the Ashes for Australia. I've never really felt that for 3 series.
Yeah, and he's a brilliant bowler against right-handers, and he troubled Alistair Cook as well. I mean, my experience of Mitchell Johnson is very much a right-handers bowler. The right-handers find him very uncomfortable. He's a bit easier for left-handers. I mean, I think that's partly why England were looking for someone like Gary Ballance to come in the side, get a little bit more of a left-handed presence there. Obviously, Carberry comes in now, potentially, so they've got more of a left-handed presence. But England will be wary of those Australian bowlers, no doubt about it. They want to get to a situation where Nathan Lyon's bowling and you've got Shane Watson bowling. If they can get to that sort of situation, then England know they're on top and they can get that magical 400 score. You've got to get 400 in Australia.